Good morning, everyone. In the previous lecture, we have studied about metallic and non-metallic minerals. Now, in continuation with that, today we'll be talking about mining hazards. We all know that minerals are mined from deep inside the earth, and there are people who mine these minerals, and they are called as miners. Now, these miners, they always face a lot of problems with their life during mining the minerals. So today we'll be talking about what are the problems faced by the miners or what are mining hazards. So the first hazard is the dust and the noxious fume that releases while mining activity. It is inhaled by the miners, which creates a lot of pulmonary diseases like heart diseases. Then next hazard is collapsing of mine roofs. Inundation and fires in the mine roof are constant threat. There is always a threat of collapsing of mine roofs. Inundation, it means flooding of water. Most of the time mines are flooded with water, and fires, that is also very common. So these are the constant threat faced by the miners. Another hazard is mining waste kills a lot of living organism in water. Now, if nearby mining area there is any water body, so all the mining waste which comes out of the mines during mining process, it goes and mixes with the water and kills the living organism in the water. And next hazard is dumping of waste and slurry leads to degradation of land and soil. Whatever waste comes out during mining process and the slurry, it often mixes with the land and pollutes the soil. And the last hazard is the water sources get contaminated and increase stream and river pollution. Now, if any water body is situated close by mining area, like any stream or river or pond, so whatever waste comes out from the mining, it mixes with the water and contaminates the water. So these are some of the mining hazards which the miners face. And because of these hazards, the mining industry is also called as killer industry. So that's all about mining hazards. Let us talk about the last topic of minerals, that is conservation of minerals. Now, up till now we have studied a lot of minerals and we know why are they important for us. They are of a lot of importance for us. So what should we do to conserve them? So there are two things which we'll be talking about conservation of minerals: why and how. Why there is a need to conserve minerals and how can we conserve minerals. So we'll be starting from why. What is the need of conservation of minerals? So first point is that there are several industries which are heavily dependent on minerals. So we need to conserve them. For example, iron and steel industry. Not only the industry, even agriculture is also dependent upon minerals. Second is the rate of mineral formation is very slow. The rate at which mineral forms is very slow. It takes millions of years to form minerals. But at the same time, the rate of replenishment is small in comparison with the present rate of consumption. The rate at which we are consuming the minerals is very fast than its replenishment. So we need to conserve them. The third point is they are finite and non-renewable. We all know they are limited in quantity and they are non-renewable. It means it takes millions of years to renew minerals. Next is the total volume of workable mineral deposit is insignificant fraction. It means that whatever minerals are available, it is only 1% of the earth crust. It means it is available in very less quantity. Continuous extraction of ores lead to increasing cost. We all know that we extract minerals from deep inside the earth. Most of the minerals they found at a very depth. So when extraction takes place, it increases the cost of the minerals also, and at the same time it decreases the quality. They are countries extremely valuable but short-lived possession. Minerals are very, very important for any country, for the economic growth of the country. So they are like possession for us, but a short-lived possession. It means they are not going to live longer. So we need to conserve them. Now how? How can we conserve minerals? So there are a few ways to conserve minerals. First is minerals should be used in a planned and sustainable manner. We always talk about sustainable development. So mineral should be used in a proper planned way and in a sustainable manner. Without wasting it, we should use it. Then we should develop technology every now and then so that the low grade iron ore can be used at low cost. So whatever low grade minerals are available, that should be used at the low cost. So for that we need to develop our technology. Next way is recycling. Now metal should be recycled using scrap metal. Now scrap metals are those metals which are actually the leftover. So after manufacturing, some metals are leftover or waste, we can say. So these are called as scrap metals. So scrap metals should be used after recycling. And the last way is use of alternative substitute. In place of minerals, we can have some other substitutes also, like we can use good quality of plastic, or we can use earthen pots, because these are the things which do not pollute the environment. So these are some of the ways to conserve minerals and how to conserve minerals. So I'm sure the topic is clear. With this, we have completed the first part of the chapter, that is minerals. And tomorrow we'll be doing another part, that is energy resources. So here are some questions related with the chapter. So I'm giving you 6 questions. First is define non-ferrous minerals with examples. Second is name 2 leading copper producing states in India. And third is name the mineral ore which aluminum is extracted and why is it gaining importance. Give its distribution in India. Number 4 is name the non-metallic mineral which can split into thin sheets, and you have to write its uses also. Number 5 is mining affects health and environment both. And the last one is you have to write the conservation of minerals, why and how. So you can use the slides also to write the answer, or follow the textbook. So now tomorrow we'll begin with another topic. I'm sure the topic is clear. If any doubt, you ask me in the group. Thank you.